rapping mimosa, these bars in the holster, pouring up a drink, put my name on the poster. Women who can rap make you come a little closer. Step out the whip, drop a tip to my chauffeur. New guest on my list, champagne's by my hips. It's time to get lit, y'all know what it is. It's time to rap, and mimosas.
D.
Woo! Cheers.
Cheers. Salute.
Salute.
It's good to be back.
You all, we have a repeat guest, okay?
Repeat offender.
A repeat offender back today, okay? We have T. Pendle.
What's up?
Woo! I'm happy to have you back on the show.
I'm glad to be back. Thank you for inviting me back. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I love the new setup.
You like the new setup?
Step in the game. I see what you're doing here.
One step at a time,
Yeah.
T. One step at a time. Okay, humble beginnings, because last time we was at the crib.
That's how it always starts, though.
Yeah,
You know
on
what
the couch.
Everybody's popping up like, remember we used to film at the house on the mattress? You start somewhere.
Yes. So for the people who don't know who you are, before we get too deep, tell the people who you are.
All right, my name is T. Pendle. I'm a content creator. I've been full-time online for about, I think, 8 years. It's been a blessing. I accumulated maybe over 4 million followers / subscribers on all platforms. And I don't know, maybe it might be, it got to be at least over 100 million views. All the stuff I had going on, but just been creating content, sketch comedy, parodies, short films, web series, like the whole shebang. Try to not be put in a box. Gaming, like life and relationship advice, and that's it, man. Just been doing it and having a good time. On the platform in this new era of creating content and entrepreneurship and working for yourself. I've been taking full advantage of it, and that's it. Just pushing and looking forward to future endeavors and the grind.
Absolutely. Now you mentioned relationships, and we got cuffing season. It's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good. Like I feel like living in Florida. Like the cuffing season comes, but we don't really get the full effect of cuffing season because like up north it be cold. So like people aren't outside as much. The wardrobe changes. Like everything kind of flips. But down here, we still hitting brunch in November and December. We at the beach still, like, you know what I mean. So it's cuffing season. Just for the simple fact, I feel like the holiday vibes. Like you got that Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, like New Year's. Who you kissing at midnight? You know what I mean? That little corn shit. And then the Valentine's Day, so you need your somebody. You know what I mean?
Somebody.
That's when everybody get into that my man like phase. They be trying to find somebody. So
why are you saying my man like men don't look?
Look for what? For like a somebody to cuff?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like men don't. Not really. Y'all might think we look for somebody to cuff, but we might just lessen the rotation. The rotation might not be as broad as it normally is. It might be like a rotation of 5. We gotta bring this thing down to 2 or 3 during the holiday season. You want me to be honest, or do you not want me to be honest? So that's what might be happening.
Wait, okay. So let's talk about this. Cause first of all, are you single? I'm assuming you single.
No, I'm not single.
You not single?
Mm-mm.
You done got somebody too?
I've always had somebody.
Oh,
Yeah, I ain't never been single in my life. Anybody out there? I just want to throw out, please stay out my DMs. Please don't hit me up. I'm a child of God. I like working hard. You know, I've never been on the market. You know, I'm kind of controlling the market. I'm behind the scenes on the market. Like, how's the market doing? Like, you know, that's me. I'm just chiming in, looking in, flowing great today, and then I go back to behind the scenes. But no, so I've never really been available.
You never been available.
Nah.
So so that means you never been available, as in you are dating a person, or you never been available like I just do what I want, but I'm not really available to date. Because that yes.
For the most part, like even like dating history, like I kind of date exclusively, and if it's not that, I'm pretty open with communication.
Okay.
And I let people know what it is. Some people don't like it. Some people act like they like it, and they be like, "Oh shit, they ain't cut out for this." You know what I mean? So it goes like that. But as far as like jumping around and having a rotation and all that shit, like I'm way out of that phase and stage of my life. I just don't have the time and the life minutes for that.
It takes
like,
so much time.
It takes time. You could be making money. Like you lose a lot of money as a man because you got to court and pay for shit and do all this, and like gas is high. Like when you pay for gas and food, that's money that go missing that you don't know where it went. You be like, where the hell is money went at? You know, you out getting drinks, spending $100, $200 this night, going to get food, So that shit add up.
The shit
You know,
add
so
up.
so that's basically how that goes, and then yeah. I don't know if I answered your question.
You know, you like a politician with these answers.
Nah, because you told me
answered.
before we started this podcast. She said last time I was weaving like Mayweather on them joints, so I'm trying to hit them head on. Because I know you got viewers out there, you know what I mean, trying to check and see what's going on. You know, they intrigued because the less you let people know, the more intrigued people are. Like, you're like, oh, he's mysterious. I gotta find out what's really going on. Like, so. Yeah, so that's it. I just want to keep it a buck.
Okay, so you either, you know.
What about you? You single? Okay. Where we at?
Where we at?
Yeah.
No, I'm not single.
You're not single?
No, I'm observing the market. I'm just saying, no, I'm not single.
Okay. So you exclusively dating, or you dating somebody? Like, what's going on?
I'm exclusively dating somebody.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, someone done got me. Someone done got me.
My man. She said she got a jump start on this cuffing season.
Listen, no, but you know what it is?
Tell me what it is.
Okay, so when I think about it, like, I'm not the type, it's not my man, because you say men don't look for cuffing, right? And I feel like, yes and no, from my experience, because I meet men and they meet me and they be wanting to cuff me. You know, like, I mean, I'm exceptional. I get it.
But you don't really give off that thirsty, like what are we energy. So that kind of makes men want you more. When women aren't like, so what are we doing? What are we? Like you have your own. You're attractive. You're tall. So like when you come in, like your presence is kind of like felt when you step in the room. You feel like people look like, you know what I mean. So men like that. Like, you know, so you're not just like somebody on his shoulder. You kind of like, they looking at me and they looking at you. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't like, you know what I mean? Like, look at the prize I had. Like, you know, you get with a guy that's attractive too.
Yeah.
Y'all step in the room and y'all killing it together. It's a power couple.
Yeah, he's attractive.
You know, so it's like that, I think.
He's tall. He's 6'9", so it's
God
like,
dang.
Yeah. So like
y'all about to have 2 babies.
So the baby gonna come out walking.
You see, I just threw that out there, but she's already thinking about the babies. I was just trying to see what she was at, and she bit that bait, boy. She talking about the baby gonna come out walking.
Shut up.
You thought about it.
Well, okay, no, but at this age, like realistically speaking, when we're talking about dating, at this age, like I'm 30, I turned 30 in April. Realistically speaking, most people, or at least most women, you know, when we're dating, not all the time, but you start to think in more like, okay, I've decided to exclusively date you. If I'm exclusively dating you, there has to be like reasoning, there has to be criteria.
Did you think the same way at 25?
Yes and no. I think I was a little bit more open to the fact of like, oh, stuff can take longer and this and that. I think after going through certain trials and tribulations and then just age, I'm just like, what we like not what are we doing, but like, okay, we're exclusively dating, so this is going somewhere. Before I exclusively date you, I have to know we're on the same mental space of what that trajectory could look like. Like, I'm not going to just date you and I have
been there and done that already.
Done
like,
that.
I didn't already been with the flow. I didn't been already down in a ride or die. I didn't ride and I didn't die. Too many times. I didn't ride and I didn't die.
Like, way too many times.
So that happened with women though, especially 30, a biological clock, and you hit like not a wall, because I feel like most women, like when guys say a wall, it's like men would say you're out of your prime, and I wouldn't say that for you because you're still physically fit and you look good. You know what I'm saying? So, but for a lot of times, like women's like best looks are like early 20s, and then you know some never get into working out and never get into fitness, and then that bitch just catapult, and then they scrambling like I gotta get into the gym, but you never been there, so now you realize you behind the 8 ball.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because you know you're a man, you know you do well in life. You're an attractive man. You're a fit man. You know you got about a 30-pack and nice house, nice car, and all this different type of stuff. I have a few questions for you, but what is it that you think men in general, like, or you might look for during the cuffing season?
Well, the thing, like, as far you talking about, as far as if I was looking to cuff somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I don't know. I'm different from most. Some men are very attracted to like the woman that's popping, the woman that's like half naked, the woman that has hella followers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my past, like I'm in a woman that's not really even on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want you like half naked online doing all this shit, etc., etc. Like I like somebody that's
you
low
half
key.
naked online.
Right. I don't need to date me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing here? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? But that's just me. I like somebody that's more low key and chill, but that's just my preference. So I'm looking for somebody that's kind of like low key about their business, about their grind, and because as far as with social media, sometimes people get so caught up on post me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be seen. I want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go on this trip. Some people wouldn't even go on the trip if they weren't allowed to post. If I'd be like, yo, let's go on a trip, but I ain't trying to post something. Let's just vibe and have a good time. I really can't post. Like, they want to stunt and show all their friends and family where they at. Like, so it's just a different. So I'm attracted to people that's more low key, less like online. I'm not into material shit at all. It's like kind of like it's a sign.
What is that? What is the material shit?
Like we're in Miami. Everybody's feel like they got to be designered out and got to be on a boat and got to be doing this. And
I like a good boat though.
Yeah, but some people do it to show that I'm better than you.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Right? They'll be
okay.
like, look, like, you know what I mean? Like, some women get money. Like, I like somebody that's on their grind and has a career and got something going for them. But some people get money, get there, and be like, I got more money than these niggas. Like, why is that your mind frame? Like, imagine if I was a man and I said, I got more money than these women. Or I got more money than these other dudes. Like, why? So that's what you're doing it for? Like, you know what I mean? I'm doing this for a better lifestyle for me and what's coming after me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not doing this to shit on other people. You know, but that'd be some people's mindset. And so I just kind of just sit back and watch, check personalities. And, you know what I mean? And that's it, man. You can tell if somebody is just kind-hearted and is a kind person just by letting them talk. Like,
okay.
So, you know, so that's just as far as the cuffing season for me. You know what I mean? And even most of the people, like, I've dated or, like, took it serious in the past, like, people be like, oh, man, like, you know what I mean? That's such, like, the opposite of you. I'm a goofball. I love making people laugh. I love being goofy. And sometimes I have to settle myself down because it can be a bit over the top because of my size. Ain't too many tall, big, swole niggas that's goofy. Like, you can Kevin Hart it and be goofy. Like, you know what I mean? But you can't be 6'3" and goofy. You can be 5'2" and goofy. You know, but it's just a difference as far as that. So I don't know. I hope I answered that too. I don't want you to think. I ain't trying to dodge nothing today, guys.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to make sure I'm hitting anything on the head. Let me finish it.
Okay, I'm about to say, I was about to fill you up. So just to be certain and clear, what I'm getting from this is, ladies, he's off the market.
Yeah, I'm way off the market.
Because he's dating someone.
Yeah, and I'm off the market. Even if I was single, I'm off the market. Because I'm not even on a lot of these women market that watch this.
What you mean on they market? Are you about to Kevin Samuels me?
No, I'm just saying, like,
what that? You got you done already stepped in it now.
Guys,
you done already stepped in it now. Go on.
So my requirements I've learned. So you know how you say you went with the flow and ride or die and you learn. I have learned that I'm like, even if I was completely single right now, I'm not dealing with nobody that doesn't have a career or something going for them.
Okay,
like
that's
something
fair.
to lose. And in the Miami, guys will see these women that look phenomenal. That had 3-4 roommates, still living home with their parents, no job. What do you do for a living? I'm just hanging out, you know, I do a little miling here and there. I'm like, all right. So I'm just still trying to figure out how you paying your bills and living your life.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean? I'm looking at your Instagram. You courtside. You at the games. You on the boats. Who's funding this? It's not adding up. So you know what I mean. So I'm using my context clues here and my spidey senses, and I'm like, she is a sponsor, is a scammer, is a drug dealer, is a ball player. Somebody is funding and dipping and dabbing, and I'm just putting that shit together, and I'm just like, this is not the person for me. Cause like, you know what I mean, I'm not trying to be out and vibe. Everybody got a pass, but I can't, like, you know, I can't deal with being out and about and they look at me like and dap me up. They knock me, they give me that hell like Drake say, like maybe you hold him like that, or you maybe shake his hand and y'all, you know, I'm like, please, like, you know. So I'm good on that, and I wouldn't do that to nobody else. If I, you know, we together, I'm like, girl, come speak. I'm gonna give her a head nod from a distance. They don't come over here, and if you know, if she come close, I'm like, hey, you know, we had a pass. I'm gonna let you know, cause we together, we gonna laugh at these women. These women ain't gonna laugh at my lady.
Of
like,
course
you know what I mean? So that gotta be nipped in the butt. But you know, some men do that out of spite, like to be like, I had your girl, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, so. But
is that a thing? Do you think that's still a thing at this age? Like
what?
Like, do you care about body count at this age for cuffing season?
It matter what my interest in you is. Like if we're together.
So you care?
Yeah. If we're together and I'm thinking about like how you say you dating when we talked about a child. I'm thinking about like a future with you and having a child. Mm-hmm. Yes, that matters because I'm trying. Because
that's their past.
It is your past. So check this out. You want to go buy a house, right? Mm-hmm. Your credit score is your past. You want to go get a job. You want to be a doctor. They be like, hey, you ain't got the doctor credential. You ain't been to school to be a doctor. You be like, but I did go for communication. The past ain't lining up with what you want to be. So everything that you do is who you are now. And I tell people all the time, this is some of the most serious shit I've heard. I don't even know where it came from, but who you are, who a person is when they're single and how they carry themselves, that's who they really are. You don't just jump in a relationship and just become a saint. Like, you be like, I'm going to act like you're going to get that crackhead itch. You might go back out, you be like,
So that means if you was a hoe, and like, you know, a lot of times, you know.
I know two hoes. I know two hoes that was hoes. I don't mean to call y'all hoes. Damn, why you said it? I know two women that was out here scandalous, being reckless, that in a relationship, they are perfectly fine, and one is married right now and has kids. But the way I knew she was out here, I mean, she was getting knocked down in parking lots, like outside the bars. Like, but she's a perfect mom and a wife. But I don't know that dude know that. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's tough. Like, you know what I mean?
Why is that tough?
That's tough.
Because, why is that tough? If she is who she needs to be for the sake of her family at this moment in time, why does it matter if she got knocked down in the parking lot? She had her fun.
Yeah.
Would you not prefer she get that out of her system before you?
I got my serial killing out of my system. I might have knocked some people down. I might kill a couple people in Florida. But now here I am. I moved to Maryland, and I'm trying to do better with my life. Don't judge me about that shit I did in Florida.
Yeah.
Man, the life don't work like that. And I know people don't, but it's accountability. You just have to be accountable for your actions. And sometimes, but at the same time, I have learned with not only women and men that move like that has been some kind of trauma. Like, you know what I mean, from their childhood or no father, or it's always some shit that has happened. I'm like, yo, why you move? Like, why do you feel that you need to have sex with 10, 20 new partners a year? Like, why is that a thing? Like, you know, so that's crazy.
But would you say as women that we should look at men who have a past like that too? Like, if a man had a roster before me, right? If a man had a roster before me, should I assume that now that we're supposed to be in a relationship that roster is not going to go away because of whatever he was doing in his singlehood?
I would say if the guy had hoes and you had hoes, it's different. Because he had to really work to get them hoes. Like, women, you can go in the Publix right now and be like, hey, I'm trying to have some sex. You're going to line 20, 30 dudes going to line up and be ready. Am I lying? If I go in there right now, they're going to call the police. Like, you know what I mean? So that be that. But I would be cautious. I would tell women that if he had a roster. And you still have to think about the soul tie aspect. I could have 5 women that I'm done with, but they might not be done with me.
Yeah.
They might be, every chance they get, I'm going to do this. Even if they see me happy, I know he happy, but do he really like her? Because I'm going to try him. I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to send him this. It's soul ties. Like, you know what I mean? And that shit is true, and people don't realize that. You might be able to move around and not care about people, but how other people feel about you, you have no control over.
Yeah.
So that's important in itself, too.
But see, okay, so that brings me back to, like, when we were talking about getting ready for cuffing season, because you said men, like a lot of men, in your opinion, aren't really out there just looking for a relationship. But there has to be some type of intentionality, right, in order for the men to eventually end up in a relationship.
Yeah.
Right? Because what can happen that could be problematic is that a man can meet a woman, like, oh my gosh, she's amazing, she's great, I love her, whatever. But your mindset, like, being in a relationship was in the back, being a hoe was in the front, and then now you're trying to move the wholeness out the way to bring the relationship to the front. But there has to be
the wholeness is easy to move out the way.
But but a relationship is so different from the roster, right?
Yeah.
Because a roster doesn't require real commitment to we're gonna communicate. I'm gonna actually actively share my time with this person. If this person has an issue with something, now they have a voice about things that I do or things that I may say. I have to learn this person.
Yeah.
We have to communicate through issues and problems and dilemmas. And whenever you gain something new, no matter how wonderful a person is, there's always going to be change. Like you lose something at the same time because life just doesn't work.
That's why people have a roster. They don't have a roster of 5 of the same people. They literally got a point guard, a forward, a center. Like this person is funny. This person has a big ass. This person, like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's I got some guys that just like the same type of women. Mm-hmm. But if I had a roster, everybody not about to look the same. Like, we gotta chop this thing up. Like, what's the point of me having 5?
So what makes y'all go into a relationship, and do you think it's problematic?
What makes men go into a relationship and give up on the roster?
Yeah, what makes y'all give up the roster?
That shit boring. Like, you know what I mean? It has no fulfillment, and at the end of the day, like, the roster is cool. You rotate these people, you get annoyed with somebody, you do this, that. But you want to be around somebody who cares about you, who cares about your well-being, who almost makes you feel like they care about you more than you care about yourself. Like, you know what I mean? That really is down for you, and to have discussions and communication. And, you know what I mean? Like, it gets more personal than, I feel like the roster aspect is sex and just fun and quick and, like, a good time. Like, you know what I mean? So it comes a point where, even as a man, you're going to want more than that. You're going to feel incomplete because even you can have the world, you can have everything. Like, you know, these people, the richest people in the world still get depressed and are bored and not fulfilled, you know. So sometimes people try to fill that void by having multiple women or multiple men, and but that'll get old quickly. So shit get old quick, and you might end up with something.
Oh, Lord.
Shit going on these days. It's crazy out here.
I saw something on Instagram today. A popular model hadn't gotten tested in 10 years. Found out she has full-blown AIDS now.
That's tough.
After not getting tested for 10 years.
That's tough. Her whole lineup, everybody in that last 10 years probably blowing her phone up. Hey, is this article true? You think that shit ain't happening? Hey.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
I had something happen to me like that one time.
Someone called you, said they had some?
Nah. I was on social media and I seen the girl had a baby reveal.
And it was great.
I started calculating these months and shit. I'm like, hey, I'm hitting her phone. She ignoring my shit. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Don't worry, it's not yours. I'm like, man. And I'm just like, boy, you a wild one, boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she had a rotation. I was in there. I ain't know I was in a rotation. Shit. But you never know.
Okay.
You never know, boy. But she was in them pictures looking happy with that man. I said, this man don't even know she out here living. I'm talking about, like, doing the maximum. You know how people say the bare minimum? She's doing the whatever you want. Just treat me any kind of way. I'm like, and then here she go, Pop is a girl. You never know, but that's what I'm afraid of. I ain't trying to have no baby with no shit that's moving like that. Jeez Louise.
Okay. So speaking of, like, okay, so let's start there.
If I scared me just now.
You scared?
Oh,
you need to take a sip.
You
need to take a sip.
They out here, man. Like, you know what I mean? And I shouldn't have known though.
Why you said that?
She was a nurse. It's the nurses, the flight attendants, and the teachers.
Hey, well, you was in the education system just like me.
Yeah, but it's the women teachers. The women teachers do it on the school site.
So with the male teachers, who do you think they was doing it with?
Right, the male teachers.
Okay.
Or them students.
No,
It's in the news. It's in the news.
Oh, Lord.
These ladies been tearing these kids alive. I don't know what is going on, but it is middle school, high school, and the boys are snitching out. I had some fine teachers when I was in high school. I wouldn't have snitched on none of them. I don't know what's wrong with these kids. They snitching on these teachers.
I know some folks who knocked down their teachers, and I was like, I don't know how.
Yeah.
As someone who was a teacher, I just couldn't.
I don't understand it either.
Trade
you had nothing to talk about. What are you gonna talk about with these kids?
But that's the thing.
The first car?
No, what they wanted to talk about was what was in their pants.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, my whole thought process when it comes to, like, just this idea of sleeping with students, I couldn't do it. Like, the power dynamic was enough already to kind of throw me off. Now, at graduation, I would get tried every year.
Oh, I believe it. They'd be like, I'm done now.
Yeah.
But you got to think, like, so when I was in schoolboy too, I started substitute teaching at 22. And I went to the high school first. I went to Pompano Beach High School. And I was 22, and these just was 17, 18. Mm-hmm. You know, that's 4 years. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, and so of course they would try and do this. I'm like, yo, nah, I'm good, relax. I already got the staff telling me, Pindell, watch out, I'm on the lookout. I'm young, black, you know what I'm saying? So the other teachers hating because the guy students are showing me more respect because I was an athlete. And I like, so these teachers been working 15, 20 years. They're trying to figure out why they listening to you. I've been doing this for 20 years. I said, I'm treated like a person. I treat them with respect. And then the women were already like, oh, Mr. Bendel, you cute, da-da-da. Like, you know what I mean? So I can already use that and be like, all right, y'all go sit down or help me out or what's going on. So it was that. But I had to get up out of there because not the fact that I was working there and they was throwing themselves and they was hot in the ass little girls, but the fact 2 years from now, they was at FIU, and they was outside partying. Remember me? You was my substitute. I'm like, God damn, I get about this. This shit is crazy. They was in the club. You know what I mean? And then, like, so that, but once a student, always a student. I don't give a damn. You 25, 35. I'm good on you.
Yeah.
How your mother doing? What's your auntie? We aunties. We ain't got no, what's up?
Yeah, the power dynamic always threw me.
It's done.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about going into the relationship. Could you date a woman who, and I mean exclusively date a woman that for sex, like, didn't satisfy you at first? Like, would you try to teach her? Are you still in that phase of life where you'll teach and train?
Yeah, I feel like it's a teacher training period with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying, in general, because everybody's different and people are into different stuff. So I'm willing. I think I could. Like, you know, I'm fine with that.
How long you think you could try it out for?
I'm in it. Like, I mean, the effort in itself is the turn on for me. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody that's applying effort and really cares about
what if it don't get much
turning
better?
on. It has to if we working together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I think I could and I would, and I think it's all about the communication, and I wouldn't just try. It matters with other stuff, like, you know, because sex is important, and it's hella important. I don't want to discount it, but we also have to think about the percentage of time in a relationship that you're actually having sex. It's probably like 1%. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the time that you spending together compared to the time that y'all sleeping together. Like, a session is 20, 30 minutes, but y'all together 24 hours. Like, you know what I mean? Put that in perspective, and y'all not sleeping together every time y'all meet. So, like, you know, other things can be made up, or, you know, you gotta bring some toys in there. Y'all spice that shit up, man. You gotta figure this thing out. So, I'm open to trying. Damn, you said no. I feel like that's tough. You gonna shut it down? She like, I'm at the age, if I gotta teach you, I ain't.
It's one thing if it's like, oh, move your finger here, right? But I ain't doing that. I ain't never.
So does the size matter with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, why would I?
Like that?
Yeah.
I'm 5'10". Why wouldn't it?
Like, and when I say size matters, like, do I think that like there's something called average, like an average size?
The average meat size is like 5.5 inches or something.
They ain't got shit to do with me.
I know it don't, but women really, they be delusional. Like, they want a tall dude. They want this trifecta, guys.
Yeah,
and this is the 1% of the men. They want 6 figures, over 6 foot, and 6 pack.
Yes.
And you looking at 1% of men right there in the world.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
Don't let nobody
but
teach you
if
that.
you find that, you better believe he got options.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and I got options.
But a lot of people ain't ready to that. No, he got options. You got options of men that might want to knock you down and hook up with you, but he got options of people that's ready to, you know what I'm saying? It's still up to him to drop down on that knee and do all that.
Yeah, it is.
You know, so.
Yeah, it is.
But women don't understand it. That's 1%. So you saying you cop that, right?
I would say so. Yes.
All right, so you got that, but I'm saying, like, you have friends that feel like they're deserving of that also, but it's not enough men.
Okay.
It's not enough 1% of men.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That's it. So you got that, but say if you got 2 or 3 other homegirls that got, like, it ain't enough men to go around for that. But everybody on social media swear to God that if it ain't this, I'm not settling. You don't have to settle, but God ain't make enough of these type of people.
But you know what I think it is too?
It's just the math ain't mathing. You don't have to settle. It's just no more people left.
Like my whole thought process is this. Like, I think that you have to come like with the angle. Like being 5'10", and when I wear heels, I'm 6 foot plus. I'm 6'2", 6'3". At the end of the day,
I don't like that. You be looking at me, I'm like, man, hey, back up, cause you back like you want to do something. Look at me and my shit like that.
And I do.
Yeah, you be like, hey, I don't know how y'all short dudes do it, but for a woman to look at me eye to eye and I'm standing up, they standing up, that's intimidating.
Is it?
It is intimidating because I'm not used to it. If you short, then you probably already been doing it. But be 6'3" and somebody hit you right here, I'd be like,
you don't want to see me with heels. Then.
Right. You gonna do some dumb shit like this. I'm like, get the fuck off me. Trying to take a picture and lean on me like this and shit, like I'm the little nigga. Hey, yo, you better get off of me.
Okay, but see, my whole thought process is like when it comes to certain things, you have to like be a little bit more easygoing. That's why I say when it comes to like sex, I'm not thinking about necessarily just size. I'm not thinking about just your height. Money is important because it's a tool. And at this age, being broke and together, why are we broke and together? Yeah. Like pick a struggle. And I've also dated men who were not financially stable. And when a man's not fully stable within himself, he brings ruin. Right?
Yeah, into
his relationship. He's not happy. Right? So, right. And then it's hard as a woman also because every woman desires to have a man, and some women have allowed themselves to get delusional to believe that, oh, money doesn't matter, we could do this together. No, yeah, you can do some stuff together when we done got together in high school. But I feel like when we're meeting each other at a certain point in life, like stability matters. Yeah. I'm at an age where I would like to have children. No, I'm not trying to build you up. Yeah. You need to be willing to do that for yourself. Does that mean that if we start together and there's a low point that you hit that I will stop rocking with you? No. But do we need to both start at a stable position?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I agree with that totally, and I feel like if you don't have your stuff together, it don't gotta be perfect. You shouldn't be outside dating.
Yeah.
If you out here courting and doing this and trying to buy a drink and you trying to.
Then you mad at me because I don't want to just chill. Yeah. No, like I desire to go on dates. I desire to go outside. And if you're not at a place right now financially where you can do that, at least with me, then I just may not be the woman for you. Right. That doesn't mean that I'm trying to immediately go to Paris, but I may not be the woman for you. And it's okay to admit that some people are out of your tax bracket. Like
that used to be me. I used to deal with that. Like I love to travel. I get up and go, but then my dilemma would be people got regular jobs and they timing ain't what my timing is. I can get up and go and take my laptop and I can work on this on the go. But also, like, if I, doing, like, my dating and all this shit, like, I go out with people, you know what I'm saying? We going out, like, I invite people out as groups. Like, the homies out, this is going on, it's a brunch vibe, and I found that a lot of women, like, the one-on-one days, like dinner and shit like that. I hate that shit, man. I hate being there. It's dark. I gotta wait to eat. Everything overcharged. I don't know how they cooking it. I can't see the kitchen. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not it's not fun for me. So, like, doing that is like, I don't have a problem. Like, somebody into that, okay, I can do it, but I'm just doing it for them. But that's not fun for me. Like, going out and sitting down. I like adventurous shit. Like, you know what I mean? I like trip, like snowboarding, a picnic, mountain bike riding, a gym date, bowling, the beach, like out skating. Like we can get some rollerblades and you know what I mean. I like different shit like that. Like you know what I mean. Arcade. People sleep on
like
arcade.
That, boy, what you
it's
saying?
Competitive and like pool. Like you know what I mean. Like it's just so much different stuff. Like I tell all my friends, I'm like, bitch, stop taking these women out to eat on the first date. Like do something that's active. Y'all get it right. You it's an interview, cause you sitting down. What do you do? So first you count your pockets and seeing what you're doing, see what you're doing career wise, just to see how much respect she's gonna give you. See if she even gonna talk to you again after this shit. She gonna ask you what you're doing just to see. Let me see what you do for a living, and I'm gonna put the brackets together. Okay, this person makes between that, and then if it ain't what she'd like, you done already right there at the dinner. Y'all ain't had no fun to smile. You had to crack a joke.
Do you think women are wrong for that?
Yeah.
The women who do it, do you think the women?
Yeah, I think you're wrong. I think you still like somebody could make great money and it could be that, but the personality and the person could be awful. So sometimes you're missing out on a good person. I ain't saying just go date a deadbeat, nothing got going on, but somebody's working and they're working towards something and they're consistent and they're driven. See what somebody's talking about. You know what I mean?
I don't think women are wrong for that if that's what they do. Like I think It depends on.
It'd be unrealistic. So what you? If you sitting down, you single right now. You sitting down with a man. How much money you want to make a year?
How much money would I want him to make a
Give me
year?
an estimate. But what do you got to bring in?
An estimate.
Yeah.
Ideally, at least match where I am, pretty much, or be higher.
So you gonna
than
put
me.
you about to drop your salary right now?
I ain't about to drop.
That's
my
what I'm trying to
salary.
figure out. I asked a simple question and you put you into the question.
Okay, so I'll give a roundabout.
Thank you.
I'll give a roundabout. I'll give a median. So around anywhere from 80 plus.
80K plus.
Mhm.
That's fine. He got to be between 20 and 40, right?
20 to 40, 20 years old.
Oh, between 20 and 40 years old, right?
He needs to be between like 30 to 40.
30 and 40. Okay.
Yeah.
And he has to be over 6 foot because you're 5'10", correct?
At least 5'11". Damn.
All right, at least
I'm 5'10" with like.
I'm gonna
without
let
him.
you know right now. 5'11",
Mhm.
80K plus,
Mhm.
between 30 and 40.
Mhm.
And are you dating out of your race?
I prefer.
No, you're
not.
not.
To.
You're not. So we talking about like 1%.
But no, I'm not. I'm not.
You have before,
I'm
you're not right now.
I'm not acknowledging that the statistics aren't there.
That's
What I'm
crazy
saying- Like what I'm saying to you, okay? Like shit, I was about to
You
say
are,
some
but
shit
no,
on the
no,
podcast,
it's
get
fine.
me
Say it,
canceled.
but I'm saying
Get me canceled.
that's like it's not the lotto, but it's the lotto.
I'm not saying it's not the lotto. What I'm saying to you is that the women who have already become accustomed to certain lifestyles, I don't think y'all should knock them, right? Like if let's say I had, let's say I dated
since
a
the last
really-
nigga, since the last nigga had this,
Yeah.
I gotta. You be like, I ain't going
no,
back.
you don't have to have that. That just means I need to stay in the fucking lane that I'm now accustomed to.
Mhm.
That's what that actually means. If I dated a millionaire,
But why you ain't with him though? What did he do wrong? So whatever he did wrong or whatever you didn't like, that could be fulfilled somewhere else. But the financial aspect might not be up there where you wanted to be.
I listen.
The personality was gone, the respect was gone, the cheating was gone. You might meet somebody that's loyal. So he loyal and he don't make 80, but he makes 60.
I'm saying for the women who value that. Because
Mhm.
for me personally, once again, I already told you, you need to just be around somewhere to where I am.
Ballpark figure here.
A ballpark figure. Plus, ideally speaking, why? Because I'm already living in a certain manner. And I don't think I live a crazy amount, like a crazy way.
You don't want to be a
But-
sugar mama?
Get the fuck out of here. That's not what we were
Come
created to be.
on.
I believe
Put
in,
them up.
listen, if I was like 60, 70, 80s, my husband done passed on and I just wanted some dick, maybe.
Man, get your little 30.
Yeah, I might
Sling
shoot
it
him
out.
it out. But you gonna be on call. Like I'm gonna treat you exactly like that, right? Like
That's tough.
I'm gonna
At
treat
least
you
you gotta have
exactly like
PlayStation
that. I think about it, right? But my whole thought process, I think, when it comes to the idea, right, is I think my thinking is a little probably old school mixed with the new school, because I do believe in the idea of provision, and provision looks different in different relationships. I don't just think financially. I think about being able to provide a stable or welcoming place mentally and emotionally. Those things are all important, right?
Yeah, I agree.
All those things are super important. Now, I do agree with you, because before I was just saying that if a woman is accustomed to that and that's what she want to stick to, that's her business. I
Yeah.
don't think nobody should judge that. If you're not in the tax bracket she wishes to date in, then you're just not in the tax bracket, and you have to gracefully just go on and bow out. Right?
All right, good luck.
Because
But don't spend this block. Do not, fellas, do not let her spend the block. And it will happen sometimes. No, stay your ass. What happened? What happened? It ain't working out. What happened? So they'll spend it, and a couple years go by, and they'll be like, oh, damn, maybe I did miss out on a good one. That'll happen. Do not let their ass spend the block. And and let me say, I do not say this, and because it's like a sex war going on, male versus female. I'm not saying this in any spite of being an alpha male or the strong guy. I got sisters, like, you know what I mean. I got younger sisters, and I want them to be and understand and be logical. Like, I'm grown ass man. I've been through. I got friends. Like, I'm trying to tell you, from living here, living in Maryland, living in LA, what's out here. Like, you know, especially if you're in these cities, it's hard.
It is hard.
You're in LA, Vegas, Houston, New York, DC, Miami, and you think you about to settle down and with a man that got it going on? He is living the life. He like if I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like, why? Like, you know, so like you're in competition, and that's the thing. Like, women be like, I want a guy that with this, but I'm not going to compete. It's the 1%. How you not gonna compete for 1% of something?
But I also think that as
We
women,
competing.
As well, yes, you are. I think as women, we have to think on the offensive and not the defensive, right? So it's kind of just like I can't worry about what's outside the walls of which we've created as much as I need to worry about what I'm doing inside the walls of which we've created, and stay on the offense of which we've created.
I love that.
I actually got that from Kevin
For
Samuels.
real?
Ain't that crazy?
You know why I love that? And I didn't fail to mention it earlier. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels too. I love that because even in a relationship, even in a friendship, even in family, you have to understand people are going to do what they want to do, and they're their own person, and we do not own anybody, and nobody owes you anything. You have to make yourself happy and come together. Two happy people need to come together and be happy together. And a lot of times in relationships, marriages, anything, people be like, you're mine. Yeah. Nobody can have you. Yeah. I have ownership. And that's like, that's not how it goes. That's the most possessive shit, and nothing works well like that. You have to let somebody be great, enjoy themselves, and enjoy them. Like, it's the moments, it's the times y'all share, and make sure y'all on the same page. But that does not mean you're in control of another human being.
Yeah, but that's ego.
That's hella ego.
A lot of times we love people from our ego.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it's just,
I had to check myself on that. I was like, yo, I got like, and with checking myself on that, I also learned that, like, I put my happiness in someone else. Like, and I signed you up to make me happy. You ain't signed for that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is my comfort zone. This person makes me happy. When things are going wrong, boom, boom, boom. And then once that person did me wrong or shit failed, I was like, this cannot be life. You were supposed to. So I put this person on the pedestal they didn't even know they were supposed to be on. So you can do that, but that's why I'm like, you cannot do that. So after that, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you know, I made that mistake. You know, I need to enjoy this person's company and also realize that they're human and everybody makes mistakes. Yeah,
that's the case. So do you believe fidelity is forgivable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It matters. It's a case by case, man. It's a case by it's how far y'all in a relationship. It's how the shit went down. If it was really a mistake, now somebody strategically plan a rendezvous. Man, you know what I mean?
We don't win a vacation together.
This shit's in the works. You know what I mean? This shit's in the works. And I'm like, you know what I mean? But like, sometimes shit can happen. Shit can about, and it don't have to go as far as sex. Like, infidelity could be anything. Like kissing, flirting, texting, like all of that is open. You opening the gate. Like, you know what I mean? So all of that shit, like sharing pictures or, man, it can start off so simple. You can be just sharing funny Instagram posts. Like, you know what I mean? It starts off so simple, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Then
that
boom.
Comfort builds.
Ankles on your shoulders.
Yeah, knock them ankles loose.
Then she got perfume on her ankles.
Oh, goodness.
It's wild out here.
It's wild out here?
It's
Speaking
wild
from experience?
Nah, you don't do nothing like that. I'm in the church.
Oh, okay. So let me ask you, what style relationship work for you? You monogamous, you poly.
Yeah. So let me tell y'all something. A lot of people, like, the poly is big, right?
This for
the poly is huge right now. But fellas, it sounds good, but you gotta be. You can't say I want to do poly and half-ass about it, because if y'all do the poly thing and she come to you with a girl, you all fine, she might come say, I want to bring another guy in here. Now what you gonna do? Now you're looking crazy in the face. So be careful what you sign up for. Or she could bring that other girl in here, and now they have a better relationship than you have. Now what you gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? So you could be left out. They having sex without you. You mad?
Is
like,
that a problem?
Yeah, because when I'm down, I was ready too. You know what I'm saying? Like, or how often this happens, you just never know. You know, so you gotta know what you sign up for. Like, a lot of people just think poly and they think like, guys think like threesomes, like I'm about to have fun, it's about to be wild. This is but
what style work for you? This when I say you do that politician.
It probably ain't gonna.
Monogamy.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, that shit ain't always cracked up to be. I'm
so
letting y'all know right now. I'm good. I'm good with
What you good with?
Just settling down.
It is I
no, I gotta answer this straight, because I don't want to hear nothing after this pod. You gonna be like, you be jumping back and forth.
Politician.
I'm good with settling down with a person. With one person, and then at the same time, like, if something happened or whatever, you know, we want to hit like a little all new resort. or something like that, or we want to
You
explore.
you want a free spirited person and to a degree, maybe monogamish.
Yeah, but as long as the communication there, that's the thing. Like you know what I mean. Some people you might hit that and you just want to look. You know, sometimes you might want so and you can always express your feelings or something you want or whatever. But I don't want to pressure nobody. Like I want if somebody do something, I want them to be in it too, because it's done different. If both people into it, the energy and it feels different. But if you like force somebody's hand, you like come on, then they asking, like that shit be like. Yeah.
But don't you think we should ask that during cuffing season at a certain point before you even get in a relationship?
That's
like what type of relationship do you want? Like I asked that.
Because
I do.
people change. The relationship changed. I've been to some of these resorts. These people out here, 50, 60 years old. They ain't start doing that till the kids left the house. Everybody, we change daily.
But might you can still ask.
Yeah, and you can talk about it, but you can't like look down on them if they bring something up 5 years from now. You be like, I asked you 5 years ago if you wanted this shit, and you told me no. You told me you wanted just me. People change.
I agree.
Right.
But relationships have to have room for individuals to grow as people. But I'm just saying, like, I do ask that question now. Like, I'll be like, what type of relationship do you think you want? Because I persononly want to know.
Do they ask you back?
Do
they ask you back?
Maybe, yeah.
So what kind of relationship do you want? I told y'all gonna hit me. I told y'all coming back to this podcast.
I just want to settle down. Let me have like tea right now. I just want to settle down.
What you want, man?
I could do kind of.
You say you what? You say 29, 30? 30. So you want to have kids within the next 5 years?
Okay.
So do you believe in marriage? Going to the courthouse? What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna get married.
Going to the courthouse. So you know what I mean. So boom. Dating a guy, chilling. I take a year or two. Marriage, enjoy the marriage for a year. At 33, 34. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay. Am I lying? It was quick. I said it quick, but I'm not lying.
Okay.
But that, I throw that out there. Like even my sister, she's 26, right? 26 years. I said, what you doing? I said, she's starting to go to weddings. Her classmates and people she went to high school, they're starting to get married. And she's starting to be like, this is so nice. Oh my God, I want this. Yeah, I know. But you live in LA. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what, like, how many people, no lie, I live in LA, I didn't go to one wedding. I knew no one who was living in LA who got married, who said, yeah, I'm getting married. Not one person. I'm like, and to this day, being in the industry and doing like social media shit, I know 2 people that had a wedding out there. You know what I mean?
But why you think we making this love shit complicated?
No, I don't think it's men too though. It's like,
and when I say we, I do mean us together. Yeah. Like I don't mean just women.
It's too many hours. I feel like we were never built and never meant to know this many people.
I agree.
I was never supposed to know that Suzanne was coming to Miami Labor Day weekend and she wants to link. And I'm coming Labor Day. If you're just on South Beach and you're doing a public interview, I would just love to see you. Yeah, I bet. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, people email me. Like, people send me pictures. People like, yo, I'm gonna be in your city. Like, Rolling Loud just popped off. I open my DMs right now. I'm trying to tell you, like, yo, what are you doing tonight? Yo, what are you doing tonight? Come, I got this going on. VIP's whack. Like, it's happening.
Do you think it's hard to stay faithful in today's society?
Yeah. If you're a weak person and you don't have your mind on your purpose, if you don't have nothing going for yourself, if you just out here just wanting to have fun, it's some guys that just. Like, I got bad friends. I got not bad friends. I got friends that call me a bad wingman, and they be like, "Man, come on, man, you're a bad wingman." I'm like, bro, I'm not going to talk to these women. Like, I'm good on that. Like, I didn't come out here to meet women, and then most of them stink and mean. Like, they get a kick off rejecting guys. Like, they're like, ooh, it boosts their ego. Now, if I met you in a work setting, or if I told you pull up your ex, pull up your ex right now. Like, if I tell a guy, pull 2 of your exes up right now. There's no comparison. So why you in here lying to yourself? Like, you know what I mean? So, and that's the damn facts. Like, so people like, oh, he all right. Okay, well, nah, how you look? Because I did like public interviews and I said, rate me 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying? Girls like, oh, a couple of them trying to be funny. 1, 4. Pull your ex up, man. Pull your man up. Pull him up. And then that happened to me with 2 girls together. I said that, and the girl was like, she knew her ex wasn't shit compared to what I had going on. But I'm like, it's delusion, and you lying to yourself just because you on camera and you out here. So it's just different, So I know that, and I think it's funny in itself, but
you think it's funny?
I think it's funny. It's hilarious. Like it's wild out here. Like I'm just like people. How many people have given you their type and the type of person.
Oh yeah.
And then they get with someone that's nothing like that. Like I know you women like, what kind of men you in? I kind of like a dad bod. Who's your celebrity crush? Michael B. Jordan. Bitch, what kind of sense this make? This ain't adding up. You told me dad bod, then you pick Michael B. This nigga got abs everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it doesn't make sense.
I agree.
But they tell you any damn thing. Men too. Men will tell you ass anything too. I don't want y'all thinking I'm picking on the women.
I know men will definitely tell you.
They tell you anything. What you want here? What you want here?
But that's why you got to pay attention to actions, because the actions, like, words sound great when they going through the ears, but if the actions don't match up, it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? So I want to play a game with you. Okay.
Bro, you ain't tell me about this before we start the podcast. You ain't talking about no game. What game we connect for?
No.
Trouble? What the hell
Okay.
we playing?
No, it's called Cuff or Nah.
Okay.
Okay. So I just want to know, would you cuff them or not?
A name?
I'm gonna give you a person.
You got a picture with them?
No.
Damn, I ain't good with names. Okay, go ahead. Hopefully I know these people.
Yeah, I think you'll know.
Alright.
Young Miami. Why?
It's too loud. There's too much going on. I tell you, I like low key. It's a lot. It's
Okay.
pizzazz. Shout out to her. You're talented. It's all blessings because you messing me up too. Because sometimes I be in the same room with these people.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah, love the music, love everything. But just me personally, no. She probably said the same thing, vice versa. So we good. We on the same page.
Oops. Rihanna.
Oh, y'all cuff Rihanna.
You're a cuff Rihanna.
Yeah.
Kelly Rowland.
Was that Kelly?
Kelly Rowland.
Oh no, I wouldn't cuff Kelly.
Really?
Yeah.
I would cuff Kelly. Kelly, I'd cuff you, girl.
She cool. Like Kelly would be like a friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like one of the homies.
She's so pretty. Her chocolate self.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I always say this her name wrong. Our Vice President, Kamala Harris.
Shout out to the fam though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the K's. But I would not. We're not gonna do this Greek thing. I'm saying you threw that. I had to.
Because if we do, technically, I don't have sisters. There's only one true family.
Oh my God.
And the Greek family.
Oh my God.
There's only one true family, and their colors have nothing to do with pink and green or black and gold. It's all blue and white. Matter of fact, they're so related that they have the same.
She said,
color.
matter of fact, she double back.
I just gotta make sure people know when they watching the video.
That Sigma was a stroll at a funeral. It was a stroll anywhere. Ain't never gonna stop a stroll. Church,
Oh
funeral,
my
anything.
gosh.
Everything.
Oh my goodness.
Knees knocking.
Not knees knocking. Yeah, the knees do be
The
knocking.
bitch be knocking. Not a knee a little bit.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the Sigmas out there, man. It's all
Shout out-
love, man.
shout out to
It's
my
all
brothers.
love.
Okay. Okay. What's your worst date?
My worst date?
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a few.
Oh shit.
I've been on a few.
Okay.
I've been on a date and somebody showed up pregnant.
What do you-
Yeah, I've been on 2 pregnant situations. I've been on a pregnant date, and that's what these dumbass dating apps, and she gonna show up pregnant. And then I was like, oh damn, she got a little gut on her. And then, but you know what I mean, because it wasn't in the pictures. And then I'm like, when she ain't drink, that was a red flag. I said, what's going on? She's pregnant. And another pregnant time is a girl showed up. She like, I want to collaborate. I want to work together. She ain't posting pics. I'm like, okay, you look good. She showed up and she was pregnant. I'm like, yo, what I'm supposed to? I can't shoot no skip with this. Like, you 7 months. You were popping. If you would have told me prior, I could have built something around the belly. But I can't. We can't do nothing with that. We can shoot TikTok when you're out here. But so that happened to me twice. But the pregnant joint was hard. And then another time was
Wait. What's her stomach showing?
Which one? The date or the video?
The date.
The date, she had like a little knot down there, like, you know what I mean. It had to be maybe.
And she confirmed later.
Well, she had to confirm because I was like, you ain't drinking. She's like, no, I can't drink right now. I'm like, what is that? Boom. I like, that's tough. Like, you ain't even get through this. Y'all done? You done with this nigga already? Like, you know what I'm saying? You 4 or 5 months into this. Like, so that, but this shit is crazy. Like, who am I getting to know? You don't even know. You about to be gone. You about to be a ghost breastfeeding this shit or something. Shit. So yeah, that was a bad date. It wasn't like the worst, but it was just awkward and it was very like at least feed her. She eat it too. Shit. I guess I cover this one. Shit. You know what I mean? I ain't dip, but you know, damn. So I had something like that happen. I had girls always on her phone. You know what I mean? I used to do a lot of like childish shit. I'm not gonna lie. I had a girl like I wasn't feeling. She was on her phone, and like it was like when dinners in the movies was a thing. Mm-hmm. We went to the movies. She checking her phone during the movies. You know, you open that phone in the movies. That shit like having a flashlight. Like somebody put the high beams on. I'm like, damn, she really like. I'm laughing and shit. She on the phone. So I went to the bathroom and I dipped.
You left her?
I left a couple times. I would leave somebody. I leave people. I leave people that take too long, and I leave people that show up late. So like, so I get there, I put a little time on. I might eat 15 minutes. If I really like, I'm gonna eat 30. But once I hit that timer, I leave, and then they start blowing you up. I'll talk to you the next hour. I'm at the house. So I had all kinds of shit happen, man.
Oh my gosh.
I had a date where I picked the girl up, and she was still living with her ex. So I picked her up, and I'm like, yo, who was that? Like, is your brother? And I'm, no, this is my ex. What? Like, and that was some Miami shit. That was around Opalaga, Miami Gardens. Fuck, never again. Damn. Had some time, but at that point, I'm scared for my life. I'm like, this nigga outside. He outside like yeah, she coming. You going on a date, but she coming back home here. This is what she come back to. I'm like, this is
He was
tough.
on the porch.
He was outside with a wife beater. He was outside. I'm just looking at this thing like, you're a stranger. I don't know about you. Like, why are you mad? You need to be mad at her. And she's doing this to piss you off. And you signed me up for this to piss him off too? Yeah, that shit is terrible. This is why men act the way that we've been through so much.
Oh, please.
We've been through so much trauma. So much trauma.
But, that brings me to this.
Love it. Segue. Love that segue. Then you sound like alley-oop.
Yeah, alley-oop. I caught that bit. Okay, we were talking earlier about therapy. And I posted a meme and it said, I have a therapist, it's the new 6'4".
Lost your damn mind.
And you said it was cap.
That was the dumbest.
Because I've dealt with
tell
some
them what
crazy
you meant by that.
men.
Tell them, she was basically saying, if a man going to therapy is the new meeting a man that's 6'4".
It's a new sexy. Like, height
No,
is
it's not.
height. No. Height is cool. I can deal with a man that's 5'11". I'm 5'10". I can deal with 5'11". I can deal with my height. I can deal with 5'10". All those
She's
different
trying to bully
things,
you.
right? But I can't deal
She's
with a
gonna
man.
be a big spoon.
I can't deal with a man who's mentally unstable. I had a man that kept coming up to my house, sleeping on my porch.
See, that's you. What you doing to these men?
Baby,
I ain't never slept on nobody's porch. Mosquitoes is outside.
Baby.
Mosquitoes eating people alive. I ain't sleeping on no porches.
Baby, I'm a good ass woman. That's what I was doing. That's what I did.
Sleeping on porches.
Yeah, that's what I did. I was a good ass woman.
But nah, what I meant by that, like, I get it.
That nigga was crazy.
Mental health is important, but it ain't 6'4", man.
Yes,
like,
it is. If you had
if you 6'4" out there, you automatically a 7, bitch. You automatically, they don't even know what you look like. You a 7. Oh, you go get a haircut, bitch, you a 9, bitch.
No.
Hey, you a 9. 6'4" and a haircut, the world is yours.
No.
How not? No.
No. Women who got sense understand that height and all that other shit.
That sense don't come into perspective till they hit 30, 35, guys. Now they got sense. But at 25, 6'4" was the world. That's the first thing you say. Oh, you got a boyfriend? Yep. And guess what, bitch? He's 6'4". Ah! Then my line, all of them screaming like, oh, let me see. And then she said, you got a boyfriend? Yep. And guess what, girl? He go to therapy. She's like, bitch, what the fuck?
Grown ass women know that.
Now y'all know. Man, first y'all ain't know. That's crazy.
That shit.
Guess you live and you learn, huh?
That shit matters at this age.
It do matter, but you still gotta understand everybody can't afford that shit. That's not even accessible to everybody.
No. We're not gonna use that excuse no more.
It's not. It's fact.
There's literally websites and things dedicated to setting people up with resources for free therapy. There are
some of these therapists biased too.
Okay, so what you want me to? You now first you go for name. There's no
other
access
stuff going on.
to
loopholes.
We're not gonna make the excuse. Everyone should seek unbiased opinion from someone else. And I'm not talking about your friends. Your friends are not licensed, and 9 times out of 10, I don't know the type of friends you have, but there are some people out there who have friends who are yes men. You need somebody that's gonna be able to help you get through or navigate certain traumas. Because when we date, we are dating in our trauma sometimes, and that's where the ego come in handy too. People, they scared. So they try to control everything. People gotta understand themselves from those aspects.
Shout out to the people that been to therapy.
Yes.
And their therapist didn't tell them what they wanted, so they went and got a new fucking therapist. I know you know somebody. They're like, man, this therapist ain't shit. They ain't tell me what I'm going to. I know people. I know you know people that just swap the therapist. Why you don't go to the therapist no more? She just wasn't doing for me. Because I don't think we was getting on the same page. Y'all go get a whole new therapist. It's your third therapist this week.
Oh my God.
What you doing?
Listen, like I said, mental health and having a therapist is the new 6'4". I will literally, like, a man who's
Not call
emotional.
cap. I wish I had somebody had a hat and I'd put it on your head. But go ahead.
No, if I'm meeting a man who's emotionally intelligent, okay, like, that shit, it counts for a lot. It makes up for a lot. It counts for a hell of a lot. A hell of a lot.
She giving me, it's not the new 6'4", and you giving me, talking about some, if you meet a man that, you also giving me the zodiac sign energy right now. You give me, what's your sign? What's the moon cricket that you lived on before you was born? You give me, that's what you give me.
Well, ain't nothing, listen.
I know it. You ain't gonna say no more. I know it. She's on that shit too. What are you? You say anything. I knew it. I knew you would. I know it. You got that in you.
So what does that have to do with therapy?
All that shit. Y'all be trying to tie the therapy into the moons and the stars and the Sagittarius and this. Y'all try to do all. What the hell? Just get to know people and that's it.
But if that man is crazy, if that man
Everybody
is
got a little crazy in them.
Yeah, but
there's
that's
some shit that you be like, I can't believe I did that. Yes.
I ain't never slept on nobody's porch.
Have you done something and you be like, oh my God, I cannot believe I did that. Like, never again. It's never that serious. I'm better than that.
When I was 18?
You did it though.
When I was 18.
You did it though.
But at this good age, well, I ain't tell you how old the man was that slept on my porch. That man was...
He probably was grown.
He was seasoned.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Older than everybody in this room.
That's crazy. Put together.
Together.
Like them old heads.
He wasn't that old. Okay. Alright, you ready to rap?
Shit. You gonna pop it off first?
No.
I went first, ladies first, ain't it?
No, you
That ain't how I go. Y'all don't do
first.
that. I can't be a gentleman.
First. No, you could be a gentleman.
All the ladies out there on the podcast, man, I know I said my DMs is closed, but they still are closed. You know, but follow me, show support, show love. Everything's T Pendel. We about to get into this. I'm terrible at this, guys. So don't judge me. We just having fun. And anything I say, don't hold it against me.
First of all, T used to hosting his own podcast. He didn't even let me get to that part. You used to hosting your own podcast. You done do your own stuff. I was gonna say, T, tell them where they can find.
Oh yeah. Follow the podcast, Real Talk Pill Talk Podcast. Real Talk Pill Talk Podcast, streaming live everywhere on all streaming platforms and on YouTube. Just put in Real Talk Pill Talk. We got 21 episodes out.
Whoop, whoop. I'm on 2.
You on 2? Welcome back.
Yeah,
so 22 dropping next week. It's been lit, and I can't wait to have you back on again.
Oh yeah, we gotta chop it up. We got some more stuff we always gotta talk about.
Indeed.
Now we ready to hear T rap? Okay. And
why you acting like you not rapping too?
Huh?
Oh my gosh. Huh? Alright, let me get this. I'm gonna knock my shit out. Rapping mimosas. We in the coast. I'm on the mic. It's out night.
Ooh.
And the cat is outside.
Yeah.
He bought me alright. Episode 2.
Woo.
You know how I do. Cuffin Suga, don't be single. How about you? Yeah, we just chilling. We in the set. We on the couch. Princess say out. We sipping mimosas. I hate saying mimosas because nothing wrong with that shit. Nothing wrong with mimosas. Toasters. I drove here in toaster. Alright, yeah.
Go, guys.
Yeah. Alright. It's cuffing season. I'm in the pleasing.
Woo.
You know who I am.
Yeah.
Might be treason. You know the reason.
Yeah.
Got that season.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm all about it. Ain't no teasing. I'm on the flesh. I'm on the breast.
What?
Ain't no pop quiz. I passed the test.
Yup.
You know the rest. Yeah, we just chillin'. On the couch. Sometimes we illin'. That's all my freestyle. I might just get wild. Rapping mimosas, y'all. I said mimosas again. And it ruins me every time.
Oh, God.
Toast. Alright, it's on you.
Okay.
Okay. She wrote this already too.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm spitting on the track. Ooh. Yeah, I got T Pendel and we sitting and we not whack.
Well.
And I'm rapping. Ain't no capping. Ain't no sapping. Yeah, I'm a good ass woman. Had a man on my porch.
Shit. She got deep.
You can't make me laugh. I'm doing this. Okay. All right. Yeah, sorry. Feed me fresh fruit and cuffin season. 1% man, yeah, you know he treatin'. Always keeping me on the grind and shining. Keep me in the Porsche, yeah, you know I'm grinding. Pretty little thing, and I deserve the best. Keep it real wet, and I'm talking about sex. Talking about sex, and I'm talking about bars. Keep it real going, yeah, I know I ain't scarred. I'm dealing with my trauma in therapy, like I'm emotionally intelligent, and I'm adding all this shit, and I'm rapping all this shit, and you know I go hard, and you know I stay legit, and shout out to the urban, yeah, you know we keep it going, and we keep it really flowing, and you know I ain't no joning, and cuffin season, be real smart, guard your heart, but show them parts.
Not show them parts.
Show them parts.
I spread them legs.
Spread them
I let
legs.
them come inside.
Come inside.
Get them eggs.
Get them eggs.
Shit got lit.
Yeah.
Shit just popping.
Shit be popping.
Panties dropping.
Panties dropping.
Drops dropping. Hold on. Dude was on the porch. That shit crazy though. Get his ass on the torch. Get your ass out of here. Be you trespassing. Get up off my porch. Ain't no damn napping. Hold up though. Buddy got a porch? Hold on though. Hold on though. I ain't missed that part. Buddy got no horse?
Wrong question. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to continue this conversation offline. Alright, you know we always got to start it how we finish. So make sure you follow T. Make sure you follow his podcast, Real Talk, Pill Talk. Okay, descriptions and all that will be in the link in the bio. Shout out to the Urban, located down here in Miami, in the inner city of Overtown, giving you great vibes all throughout the week, especially Friday through Sunday. And I'll see you all next episode. But before I go,
mimosa, these bars in the holster, pouring up a drink, put my name on the poster. Women who can rap make you come a little closer. Step out the whip, drop a tip to my chauffeur. New guest on my list, champagne's by my hips. It's time to get lit. Y'all know what it is.
it's time to rap and mimosas. See you next time.